So family, welcome back to my channel. This is a series on the Sweet Tea Show, and as you can see, I have some guests with me, my good friend Ellie. And there you go, the little bodybuilder. You see how built he is? Yeah.
I'm not that
Yeah.
big. I'm so regular.
You see the muscles?
Things.
You see those muscles? But anyways, today we're just getting into some deep conversation, just going with the flow. You guys gonna catch our vibe. And yeah, what we were talking about previously was, have you ever been in love? A sensitive topic, but you know, we all been there. We all had our little broken hearts or whatever, but we here to open up a bit, open up that window. Yeah, shake it off real quick.
Y'all brought me back.
Yeah.
Don't go back there, Molly. Don't go back there.
The flashbacks.
Don't go back.
But I'm like, who wanna go first though?
Ooh.
Well, I mean, we proposed the question. The odd one out is the man in this situation.
You is the guest, you know? Ellie been on the channel before. You the new guest, so take the floor.
Y'all can be teaming up on it.
No.
That's not fair. They just did that to you like a minute ago. You ain't paying no attention today, and now they doing it to you again. You gotta fight back.
Fight back. I've been in love.
You getting jumped in, and they whooping your ass pretty good.
I've been in love. What about my love life? Do you want to know?
How long was the relationship?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never been in a relationship over 6 months.
Bush.
I ain't even really.
I thought I had something to say, but
Yeah, we was just getting to know each other. I'm like, I'm down.
damn. Okay, so like, who ended it? You or she?
Most of the time, it was me.
Most of the time, so several.
It was me.
Why though?
Most of the time, it was me ending the relationships.
So you never got your heart broken. You was the heartbreaker.
Oh man, I've got my heart broken, and that's why I end it now. So when I've got my heart broken, I would say like at that time, before I start ending stuff, I was like that guy that chase. So the signs I will be picking up would be like, hey, you know, I'm not interested in you. The signs, the actual actions is like, this person is kind of like not interested in me. But then when you speak to them and you ask them, I was getting like, yeah, I say care about you and stuff like that. So I'm like, the actions and the signs, the actions and what the person is saying is not matching up.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of chasing for like a long time until it just actually came to the point where the person have told me that, hey, you know, like I no longer feel the same way about you, and it didn't just started. No, it actually started like wherever time ago when I was actually asking them. I was just like straight up like, hey, whatever the case is. So now I just go strictly off a gut. So
The
in
best way
those
to go.
situations,
God never
since
lies.
my
you
gut
go.
was telling me, and I asked them, and they said, "Oh yeah, I'm interested in you," and it went against my gut, and I decided I'm gonna go against my gut and listen to them. So from now on, gut. So
Gut.
even if you're telling me, "Hey, I love you, I really care about you," and my gut, let me not say gut, because gut sounds like it's just like
Your
some
instinct.
Yeah,
something that's just like
Just stop following your first mind.
it's.
I mean, you have a first and truth.
No, like, but like when you say
your
when you say
subconscious mind.
gut, it's almost like you don't have nothing basing, like you don't have concrete facts.
No, but
It's
your
intuition.
gut, your
It's
intuition lies
I
in
don't
your
like to
gut.
call it gut, but it's based on your actions. If your actions is consistently showing me that you are not interested in me, or your whatever is changed, then I'm gone. Like I'm not even playing. I may
Which is
ask
reasonable.
you once. I may ask you once, like, hey, is everything okay? You still feel the same way about me? But I'm not going to keep asking if the actions is just like staying the same, because I leave room for if somebody feelings has changed, but they're not comfortable telling me. So I save you all of that discomfort by just dip setting.
So you ghost them or you tell them?
You was a ghost. Jeez.
I have a habit of ghosting.
Oh,
No, I feel like it's no. That's fine. I ghost people. I feel like ghosting is necessary.
No! Oh my God!
Except
what
for one
person are
situation.
you?
Except for one situation. So I technically, the person I've dated in, I think 2004 or 2005, we never broke up. We just cut that person off. So like when I get into other relationships, I always joke around with people and be like, hey, technically, my ex that I dated from XYZ, we never really officially broke up. So I
Not
might
a joke. You should probably just say
I
it.
might still be in a relationship
Next
and I don't
potential
even know. We legit just like two stubborn people who's like, well, fuck you, and it's like, fuck you too, and it's just like, that's it. But we didn't even say that. We didn't even like, say F you or nothing like that. We were just like straight up like, I'm mad at you. I hang up the phone, you hang up the phone. I'm like, well, let's see who can like not call each other the longest. And we've been on like almost 10, 20 years. I don't know how long we speak to each other.
God damn.
And for the most part, that's how, I am. I feel like
So trauma.
I don't call it trauma.
You need to cut them ties, okay?
Jesus.
That was an agreement.
It was an agreement. You don't call me.
It was unspoken.
You don't call me. I ain't call you. Hey, but I feel like ghosting
Sounds
is
like
necessary.
a lot of like
Why is-
residual is
Wait, I have a
attached to
question.
it.
Why is it necessary? Instead of clearly communicating you don't want to be with the person, why is ghosting necessary?
I feel like ghosting is necessary because a lot of people in this day and age, I feel like now more than any time, we have like the smartest set of people. And yeah, like people know what the hell they're doing.
True.
So I feel like, and this might be like a work habit because of what I do for work. I feel like you know what you're doing, but me calling you out on it makes you better at hiding it. Me actually telling you about it makes you better at let's say somebody was lying to me, right? And I figured out that they was lying. Cool. If I approach them and let them know, hey, I know you're lying to me. If that person is just destined to be a liar, they're going to polish up their game, and now it's going to be harder for me to actually detect the lies. So
Well,
that's why I don't address.
Not always. You gotta learn their behaviors and stuff like that. Even if somebody is gonna be a liar, they always have telltales. Like no matter what it is. Like everybody always got like one specific thing they like to do in life. Like they always gonna tell on themselves beforehand. You just gotta know, like even if you say they polish their game, you gotta pay attention to them as they change and to see like, okay, what it is that they doing different and stuff like that.
True.
Usually people pay attention to what, like you said, they pay attention to what you tell them. So if you tell them something and you don't want them to lie to you, or you want to know if they lie to you or not, then you purposely give them misinformation so that they'll act off of that, so that you'll know when they are.
You need to be up here.
It's a lot of manipulating. I'm a straightforward person. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not gonna talk to you.
Oh, you tell
If I
me?
feel like,
Oh,
Sounds
damn.
like a lot of manipulation.
it like
Me?
ghosting.
In
I feel
ghosting
like
somebody?
I feel like for me, I
Yes,
wouldn't
because,
ghost
like,
I'm
nobody.
gone. There's no reason
No,
for me to
but
stick
see,
around.
But let
I
me
know,
say this.
Like,
I feel
it's
like
the other side of the story that matters. It's two people, you know?
I feel like
Not if you
ghosting
claim
is not necessary because number one, we live on St. Croix. You ghost the person, you're gonna see them at Plaza or something like that. You're gonna
And
be
I
mad.
don't see them. See,
Yeah,
I
this
don't
island
see.
is way too small for that.
For real. And then second, it's like I like to clearly communicate so I know that tie is cut. You know, there's no going back to it. You understand where I'm coming from, and that's that. If I ghost you, I feel like you're not really like comprehending why things ended. There's no clear
Can I
communication.
interject as a person that's outside? I feel like as a small community that y'all have, there's no real cutting anything here. Like somebody always has some sense of possession of the person that they.
I'm gonna put this over here. Because you is content.
A face to the voice.
And introduce yourself real quick.
Okay, hello people, I'm Miguel. I'm gonna leave it at that. I mean, but I don't even know what to do with my hands. Okay.
Here you
You want me
go.
to bring
Make
the
some
table?
space.
I mean, we good. I mean, one of y'all can kind of, I think I'm talking loud enough. I mean, I'm a little bit country, so I think they can hear me.
I put it in the middle.
But as far as like with him with like the ghosting thing and it being a safety deal, like with the lady that I kind of like eased up on talking to, like one night just out of the blue, like she popped up and was like she was gonna be in town where I was, and this was probably like around like 10 o'clock at night, and she was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna hit the. That's what it turned out to be. Like I literally, this lady forgot I had gave her my address because we were supposed to be meet up and stuff like that, and like this was at a point where it seemed like it was okay and it was kind of like calm and like okay, this is a chill person. But I forgot I gave her my address. She ended up coming saying she was coming to see her cousin at first, and then they
Go
ended
see
up.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yay.
But what they said, like she ended up taking it upon herself to say that she was gonna come see me, which I didn't ask for that. Like I kind of tried to avoid that, and like 200 calls later, 80 voicemails, and I had like probably almost 150 text messages, and somebody sitting in my driveway for like 45 minutes. Like,
I'm sorry, what?
sometimes it is more healthy to
Cringy,
ghost
bro.
people. Like I had to literally let this lady in.
Okay, well that completely different.
Did you get a restraining order?
I like that. You need some help, like some
Okay, no, but
police
that's all
help.
I'm saying, like the ghosting helps.
You need to
because-
call your boy.
No, because like the whole thing was like I had to let her in, and when I let her in, like she kind of wanted to engage in sex, so I was like, okay, cool, like we want to route the sex, but in your head, like you gotta like as a man when it comes to that situation, you gotta like, okay, cool, I gotta either do my absolute best or my absolute worst in that situation to get away from that person. So I did my absolute best. Old girl was like, I need to sleep though, knock the fuck out. I did not go to sleep for like probably 4 or 5 hours until it was like early enough to be like, yo, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. Woke up, I was like, yo, you gotta leave.
Y'all talking about me?
After that,
I
changed my
ghosted?
number, everything.
Yeah,
In
No
that
contact.
case,
is
ghost.
that not that is
In
And
that
that's not
case,
even like the only case I've had like that. Like,
oh,
it's like when you
He
have,
said, bro, you don't even know the back
yeah,
the
when
stories.
you exhibit like, so that's why I said like he
Wow.
exhibits certain qualities that people want to be possessive of when they want.
No, I've dealt with something like that, and it wasn't the same situation. I was friends with the person. There was nothing intimate involved in it, but they were very obsessive and possessive
about everything, yeah.
about everything I was doing and everything. Like, want to know where I'm going, all
They
this
didn't want you
stuff,
speaking to
and
other
it's their
people.
insecurities reflecting on them. But like, it's a lot. But I feel like once you state your boundaries, and then they break the boundaries, then that's like you
Different.
don't got respect for me, so you don't got respect for yourself. So
I
then
feel
it's,
like-
so we can ghost them.
Then no,
I feel like for
No.
me personally,
You said we set the
No.
boundaries.
I said
I
if
mean-
you
They know what the
respected them,
boundaries
they're
are.
not respecting
They
your
crossed
boundaries,
that.
and they cross them. I'm gonna tell
She don't have
them,
nobody knocking
and
outside her
then
window at 2
I'm
o'clock in the
not
morning.
gonna talk to them. But I'm gonna tell them.
right, right.
I'm not just
I-
gonna ghost them. Like
I-
I've had like so many people on the other side of the story where Molly, like they're like my girlfriend. She just went through this exact same thing like in December, and she was with the person.
You sure it's
You
not
know,
me?
two
That
months.
ghoster?
I know the man.
Wow.
We're not even
I'm
on an
just messing
island
with you.
anymore.
No.
But basically, they were in a little intimate thing, and it was 2 months going on. And basically, this dude just like cut her off, left the island, like everything.
I mean, sometimes you don't know
And-
how to break it off to people though.
Yeah, that's the point that we're trying to make.
Oh.
It's like etiquette.
But
Yeah.
my
We're all human beings, and you hurt somebody.
I feel
I
like
feel like
I
that makes
stopped
ghosting
ghosting.
seem so
Me
bad.
personally, I stopped ghosting because I realized in myself why I ghosted people in the first place, because I'm scared of confrontation. If I want to build up my own character and work on myself better, I'm
Self-reflection.
gonna really
Not fear of
communicate
confrontation.
that to build up
That might
my
not be
character
yours,
and feel
but it
more
may be
secure with
something else.
myself. Like, okay, I know I handled this maturely instead of just ghosting the person because of insecurities
X, Y,
or what
Z,
I've been through in my
like that.
childhood.
but
You know?
when I said ghost people, right?
Got a lot on
Y'all
this
didn't even let me
line.
fully. No,
Right?
The
it's not even fair
eyebrows.
because y'all didn't even let me fully explain.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Go ahead.
go ahead,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Me ghosting people is not like if things is going, let's say, smooth, right, with me and somebody. I'm not going to just up and ghost. Me ghosting you is like you're playing like a lot of, let's say, games. You're either disrespecting me, you're lying to me. It's like maybe I may have approached you on one thing, but then after I approach you on that, you pick up, let's say, like a new thing. I feel like the more you approach somebody, like bring it to their attention, like somebody who's playing games, I feel like you're going to make them better. You might still pick up on it, but you're making them, if they're destined to play games, they're going to just become better and better. But then for me, I look at it as like, yo, I'm very busy. I have like so much things to be doing. When you start coming in my life and you play like games, not that you're an imperfect person who's making mistakes and I could work with you and that's just so, because different people come together. I mean, talking about that. I'm talking about people who's like, man, Molly seemed nice. Must be an ass, Like those are the type of people. And then you have to like, oh my gosh, I guess either should I approach them at work at least. I've had like there's people who's about to go to their grave with some shit, right? And I'm aware of that. I'm not about to be there spending time telling this person, hey, you do this, and then you have to go to the back and forth. No, I ain't do this. I don't do this. I'm like, hey, listen, you did this, da da da, and then it becomes like one long thing. Like, let's even me explain it. There's a lot of energy. I'm like, it is so much simpler to just be like, hey.
Yes, it's
let
an
me cut
easy
this
way
fucking
out
person
of
off.
anything.
That saves all the trying to convince them, trying to explain, dealing with them doing it 3, 4, 5, 6 more times. You cut out, you save this much energy. Now, this much energy could go into like, I don't know, maybe YouTube, maybe exercising, maybe some type of hobby.
But energy is transferred, and so
It's where it needs to be.
If you're not letting the other person express, then
That's their
that
problem.
energy is not
That kind
transferred.
of do fall off on that.
That is
So,
their problem.
And then that's when obsession and possession comes in.
Not
necessarily.
Because some
That is
things
not my
are like
problem.
they've never had that chapter closed and they're like,
You
But
got some
maybe-
people that
no,
continuously
no.
be greedy though at that point. When you do allow them to express themselves, they're gonna try to flip that on you so that they leave their relationship with a better conscience than you.
Okay,
do.
let's start off from
Why
here.
is-
What is your definition of ghosting? Let's start off with that.
My definition of ghosting, right, is I cut communications with the person. I don't block people though. Like I'm not the type that like blocks people. I don't delete numbers off my phone either.
Like, not me.
Said,
No.
No. But it doesn't mean that I don't ghost you. Like I could see those messages and scroll, right? And just being busy, you see like the little notification on WhatsApp, the little blue bubble that lets you know like, hey, this person's saying. And just by reading like maybe the first 3 letters and I know it's like your name, I just scroll up to like the next, blue stuff and I check, okay, this person, like that's my ghosting. It's like you don't exist no more. I don't feel like I have to delete your
without
message.
communicating the issue.
I do not
Low key,
communicate.
that ghosting sometimes was needed though.
It's
Like
needed.
to fix an issue.
Because
To fix
if
the
somebody,
issue.
I had a friend where like literally, like we got in it was a trifling thing we got in a issue over, but we work like right now. Like when I said we work together, like right now how we work together, literally we don't have like a divider between us. Like when I say I ghosted this person, literally blocked their number, deleted everything from them, even though I'm working next to you every day for like probably like a good 4 or 5 months. You know what I do? Oh, you over there? What's up? Talk to everybody. Make sure you don't exist. But guess what? After them 4 or 5 months, we ain't had no more issues.
but that 4 or
We
5
have
minutes.
That's just like
What he
covering
said.
up a mess.
No, that make
It's
you
still
face to
fucking
face.
there.
No, that make you face to face with what you did because I explained to them what it was they did before I even cut off communication. I let
But
them
that's
see-
not ghosting. If you
No,
explained
if you
your
explain,
issue,
then that's
then
not
you cut off the
ghosting.
person.
That's
That's
on
not
them.
ghosting.
Yeah, you
No,
said
the
your
next
piece.
day I
that's
came
on-
in. You think I was like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna have any more communication with you. Nah, I was like, nah, it's over with. What's up?
Ghosting is necessary in some cases though, because I feel like when people look at ghosting, they always look at it from the standpoint of you're doing it to somebody who is
Undeserving of it.
undeserving of it.
Okay, so what if
That-
it's flipped on you and you're the one that's ghosted?
I've been ghosted
It hurt.
before.
Exactly.
I did not say I was bothered by it. You cannot ghost a ghoster because I pick up the laptop.
Wait. What's ghosting?
I've been,
y'all?
Sis.
I've been ghosted. You know what though?
SOS.
Let me tell y'all.
So you
Wait
get
up, wait
prepped
up.
from day one to get ghosted. That's kind of like
Listen.
now you make yourself a toxic person.
There's, I am not the toxic person. I am not toxic. listen.
You just said you
Racist.
ghost so that
Toxic.
You cannot ghost
Yeah,
a ghost
that's what-
because I go after people's
Energy.
actions.
Yeah.
So if you stop talk to me, I might send 1-2 message, and that's it. So
I mean, that
Okay,
kinda,
okay. Like, how long
I'm
is
not
this
the type of person
proceeding?
to triple text somebody.
Like, is this
Over what
proceeding in
time
like
frame?
within a week? Like,
Huh?
they're not texting you, and so like you're just like, next week cut. Like,
Nah, if I know you're
like how long
alive,
does
right?
this go?
If I know you.
No, I'm saying, but we know what person is alive, right?
Why
They're good.
autistic?
They're good. Okay,
gonna
let me
lie.
give y'all an example. Since
Okay.
y'all
That's
giving
what
me
I
look like the
need.
bad person.
That's what I need
So
right
I was talking to this chick, right?
Uh-huh.
And I think I was asking her if she wanted to go out or something, right?
Okay.
I was telling her, hey, you want to go out tonight, blah blah blah, and she hit me with the, I'm so tired and I
Yeah,
don't have a
I'm right
baby.
there.
I don't have a babysitter, blah blah blah, whatever the case is, right?
There's
and
your
I was
problem
like,
right there. There's a
I-
baby involved. It's not
Nah,
yours.
no, 'cause you can invite them babies out too.
and I was like, okay, cool. She don't have a babysitter, whatever the case is. I think I can't remember the club. I went to one of the clubs, right? Not the one I had asked her to go to. And that was later in the night. She walked past me. She didn't even know she walked past me going in.
Oh,
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to be like, hey, you told me you didn't have a babysitter and you was going to sleep because you wasn't feeling good, and then you said,
Yeah.
but this is how I do. I'm not going to be like, oh, hey, I saw
Okay,
the
so what
person.
happened? How'd you proceed?
I ghost.
Yeah, you just cut that off right
I cut that off because I'm not about to be playing that. At least for me.
there. Because then she gonna see
But I
him
feel
as
like
somebody
that's
she gonna
not-
do that too.
Am I supposed to worry about her feelings and emotions?
No.
No, but I feel
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck her.
She not really disrespecting this man.
I get that, but I don't feel like that
Wait,
ties
am I allowed
into
to curse?
ghosting though, because she basically brought that upon herself.
But these are the situations where I ghost people. I walk past her. This is the person that told me she
But she
had a
basically
babysitter
dissed you
and
first.
She did,
Well-
but she didn't know it was coming.
she just didn't know. Now, to her now, believe it or not, she's
Surprise, motherfucker!
she's
I mean, when we
she's
talk about an actual ghost, like you don't ever be like, yeah, I'm walking into this house, a ghost about to pop out. You wouldn't be surprised. There wouldn't be no point in the ghost
no.
being there.
Here's the thing, right? She's also cool with one of my friends, and to this day,
Even worse.
she tells our mutual friend
She said,
how
like,
I ghost people, how I talk to people, I don't tell people what's
gonna
up
lie,
and da
I
da
have
da,
heard that
whatever the
too.
case is. But I'm like,
That'd be devious.
do I
So like,
do I
don't
approach
know.
her and let her know what she's doing, or
Sometimes
it
you
seems?
gotta pull them up.
But-
Maybe she don't
what
even
do-
know that, like,
what do
she
I
saw you
give?
that night, and the whole time she thinks as herself, like,
She
know?
feels, don't get me wrong, from how she's expressing to the mutual friend, and the mutual friend has come to me like, hey, what's up, da da da, whatever the case is, like, so and so is real hurt and blah blah blah, and I'm just there rolling my eyes in the, not up front, but in the back of my head, the imaginary eyes, you like rolling it around like a million times. Like, oh my god, this chick that said she didn't have a babysitter, that wasn't feeling good, and she wasn't going out. I walked right past her. She walked right past me. I was
like,
right
when
behind
you walked
security.
right past
There
her,
was
like,
nothing else to
You
be
were
said.
just like so stunned you didn't say anything, or like
I wouldn't even call
you
it
didn't
being
say goodnight,
stunned.
like approach the
No,
situation head on.
nothing.
It's just a
Nothing.
level of disrespect
Nah.
that just make you like.
It's like there was nothing
Cut
to be
off.
said because
Yeah.
for the type of relationship that we've had, if you for whatever reason decided you was going to go out, remember we dealing. You'd be like, hey, Amali, I'm heading out, I head to so and
Let
so.
you know.
I know you wanted to go out, you want to link up, you come to this area. Like that motherfucker was like, Amali's gonna be over there. Okay, I'm gonna be over
She thought she
here.
was slick.
But she didn't know that over there was like, okay, me and her time. It was like an arrangement for you and I. Since you not decide, but since you didn't have a babysitter and you wasn't feeling good and you wasn't going to make it out
She
there,
did decide.
I decided I'm no longer going to go over there. I'm going to go over here. Look who I pop run into.
Look what it is.
It's the sick person. I was like, nigga got a twin. But that's the type of situation where I ghost people, and then on the back burner they go and tell people like my sister how I'm such a mean person, I'm this, I'm that. But they never tell like my peoples exactly what
What
they're
happened.
doing as to why I cut them off.
Maybe do they know? Because you never discussed
Come
it.
Yeah, no, you,
But in that
You never
situation,
I feel like
said
you're-
hi to
she's
her?
just a good person.
If you never said hi to her, like, how would she even know?
But
that
she
you-
What did
lied
she
in the
say
first
hi?
place,
She
though.
lied.
She lied in the first place, though.
But like she don't know why she got ghosted.
She don't
So
need, but
because
that's
she lied.
How do you feel?
no,
when
like
you lie
in
to
her
people?
mind, she probably thinks like, oh, like it's something
Yeah.
I did.
Well, it is something she did. She doesn't know what it is. But
She don't
a
know
lot
what
of
it
people
is.
go crazy and feel hurt after they get ghosted.
Exactly.
Insecurities,
It's
but
insecurities.
is
like,
that my problem?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not my problem,
No,
right?
of course
No
not.
problem. I mean,
Fuck
I
it,
don't
right?
know, Yeah, but
It's not my
your
problem. So
She
that's
lied.
why I don't explain, because I feel like after you do certain things, we are already establishing this new contractual agreement where we're not shit to each other. And I don't treat people who's not shit to me the same way that I treat my friends as a date. I will keep my friends posted on every little thing that I'm doing. Like, you don't have to guess what's going on. I'm like always texting them like, hey, I'm about to do this, blah blah blah, yada yada, keep you in the loop. But then when you decide you're going to go, when you decide
I like dude from Vampire in Brooklyn.
But I thought
though.
she was a Girl Scout for a second. I'm about to
Oh,
say
you talking
she's
about them?
still
I'm talking about this nigga right here.
but when I feel like after you decide to like be different with me, then I have no reason, I have no like the obligation is gone. You know, that kind of way. Like before, I will feel compelled to let you know every single thing that's going on, and then now, like there's like a weird feeling when my mom's even tell me like, yo, like you amazing. I don't know how you do it. But like there's like a feeling that comes over me, and maybe I might need some psychological help. I don't know.
Nah,
but a
you
feeling
do
comes
good.
over me where like
I guess
all of
at
a
the end of
sudden,
the day,
it's
it
just like,
depends
poof,
how much
we
respect you
never
have
met.
for the person.
That's called relief.
I feel like it depends how much respect you have for the person and how deep the connection was.
Now, you can have a lot of respect for somebody and still ghost the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, not me. If
Nah.
I
have
respect you,
decency.
if I respect you and I feel like our connection was deep, I'm gonna tell you what's up.
But even
No,
if
I
I'm
had a girl
disrespecting
that
you,
was literally fucking my cousin and talking to me at the same fucking time, and she knew she was talking to me. She knew she was talking to my cousin.
had one of those.
She didn't tell me. Like, y'all be playing games, and then she got mad at me for not talking to her anymore when I found that through a whole nother roundabout way. That wasn't even like the only time I had something like that happen. I had a girl that was fucking my brother and didn't even tell me and was talking to me.
y'all family close.
Like, y'all,
Yeah, well, goddamn.
Hey, can I be a cousin or something?
you don't want to be.
Hey, apparently
Wait,
y'all
so your
sharing
brother
this.
or cousin ain't say nothing to you?
Huh?
They-
That's how I found out through talking to my cousin. My cousin had just got out of jail. How you talking to a nigga in jail? Like, you supposed to be having a real
The tea.
relationship.
And FYI, while y'all making me seem like a monster for ghosting, I found out the same way he found out.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to somebody at one point, right?
Mhm.
And they was messing with another guy in the gym.
Yep.
And then still, and how we end up, like, the guy kind of know him, but how we end up, like, really having a conversation was actually devious and dangerous. She was telling this dude how
Oh,
much
yeah.
I hated this
Yeah.
dude and how much I didn't like him.
Oh.
As a, I guess like as a mean to
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
make
get
sure
him
we
way
don't
on.
talk
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something. And he told me this, I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? And then we kind of set some shit up, and you know, I saw that he was going by wherever, and that was it. I didn't need no more explanation. I was like, dude, handle your business, and I went about my business. And then from there, guess who's the monster? I'm the monster for ghosting. For ghosting somebody who's like, yeah, I ain't messing with nobody, and I'm like, cool with the dude that you messing with, and you're telling me you're not messing with nobody. So how is it I'm the monster now? Like a lot of these situations where people is like, yo, Amali ghosts me and he's this and he's that, he don't talk to people, he don't communicate. I feel like people play me and they want to know what I know, because most of the time I'm silent, so they don't really know, like, okay, does he really know? And if I tell you, yeah, I ghost you because you were sleeping with somebody and you lied to me, what benefit is that to you other than to like make you feel comfortable?
Hey,
Oh,
it's
so
gonna
that's
let you,
what
Like you
happened.
said, they're going to let you know how to operate better next time.
Yeah, like next time, scribble
I
in
feel
the
like,
book.
okay,
good in
my
the-
definition of ghosting is like everything's going good between you and another person, and all of a sudden you just stop texting her. The energy is different. That's what I feel like.
Something
But
like that.
in
You gotta
y'all
define what's going
cases,
good, though.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
some people
y'all
be treating
just-
people messed up, and that's good.
That's not good.
Well,
But they think it's good.
I'm talking about good as in a mutual
How do you
connection.
think they think it's good? They're only gonna think it's good if you let them think that.
But that's
If you don't set your
that's-
boundaries, then how would they?
but exactly
Even if
they
you
think
do
it's
set
good.
boundaries, if you don't live in certain, you can live in different levels with people, still have boundaries, still interact with somebody every day. Come home, you can tell them you love them, everything, and then you can still have like a disconnect with that person where you need to separate from that person, and it's probably better that you just get your stuff and go on and leave.
Okay, well then tell them that.
No, you don't.
I feel like
I'm still on this ghosting. I'm 100% supporting.
Hey,
yeah, I
to
don't
each
feel
their
like
own.
ghosting.
Yeah, I
To
guess
each
we
their
don't have to
own.
agree to
To
disagree
disagree
on this.
because
I don't do you like that.
This is a lot.
Fight back.
Nah, because you said, right? You said something that's very important. You said everything is going good. But going good for who? If I tell
both
you,
of
hey,
you guys.
there's some people, right? There's
Not everybody has hidden intentions.
that is true, but who determine
What's
what's
going
going
good?
good? Because certain
If you're
some
happy
people,
and the other person's happy, simple.
yeah, but how you know?
The
Like,
both of y'all, you could easily
listen,
detect
I know
that
a lot
energy.
of guys in relationships, right?
I
That
don't understand. Like, who hurt you
Listen,
guys?
no, there's people in relationships right now. I have some friends in relationships that if I ask like, you know, their wife or their partner, how was things? Oh, things is great. Things is good, whatever the case is. If I speak to the guy and ask him like, yo, how's things going? And he's like, man, I don't know why she would be yelling at me in public like I is her child and blah, 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 and stuff like that. And to her, everything is peaches and cream.
That's-
And like, yo, have you
Seems
told
like
her? He's like,
there
yeah,
is a
I've
disconnect
told her.
there.
Yeah,
I've
but
told
it-
her a
that
million
disconnect
times, but
ain't known, though.
she feels like that is how things are supposed to be. And from me being in like their presence and hearing him bring
Well,
up
then that
certain
goes
things,
into a whole
her
like,
interpretation-
relationship dynamic. Like, it's you bringing 100% and the next person bringing 100%. It's never going to be 100%. What if I come in
If I see-
and I have
Shit, I don't know
10%?
about that one.
if I say I don't like what you're doing, I don't like what you're doing. I don't want to be treated
Yeah,
this
I know.
way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a whole different. Like, in your
She's
relationship,
like, you being
there's
sensitive.
a problem.
Can I break up something else you had
That's
said?
like communication.
You had said
Communication
about,
is
setting
key.
Boundaries.
Key.
So what if your boundaries is ghosting?
What?
It doesn't make
That
sense.
is my boundaries.
Yeah, see?
What?
Once
You
get-
have to explain that
but
one.
that doesn't even make sense.
It do.
Explain
boundaries
that one.
No. If you told somebody, yo, like, you know, you crossing the line one too many times, I feel like that is a boundary. Like, you,
Ghosting
No.
is
So
like
you're telling the person,
Okay,
right?
but you're telling the
So
person.
that's not ghosting.
Is not
if
telling
you
a
get the fuck up and
person.
leave, it is.
yeah.
What?
You
I
tell
feel
them
like
that, you just leave. You
you
don't
don't-
just left somebody. Somebody ain't never
Never
just,
in my life have I just left somebody
you
dry
just
and high.
like, you know, just
Yeah, I
And
never
the
did.
There
drive-
might sound like some nice ass person in the world.
You
but
are,
there are
you
not
are
that many
very
left of
decent.
us.
Ghosting is so liberating
Jesus.
because you don't have to continue
I
dealing
know
with the
this one that
same
goes
thing
to
all the
somebody.
time.
No, I'm communicating.
look me in the eye and tell me you ain't never stop talking to a dude that he ain't know.
I
what's
told you
going
I
on.
used to
Look,
do
she
it.
looked down at the ground. When I told you about the
I told you I used to do it, and I told you it was coming out of insecurity in childhood. That's why I started communicating.
So insecurities meaning what? What insecurities?
It's self. Like you're
Yeah.
reflecting.
Yeah,
off
I
of
know
self.
that. Y'all being general. We getting down nitty gritty as from a woman's perspective.
I've
What
I've never ghosted anybody.
And we know you ain't. We talking about this one right here.
I would say I wouldn't say ghosting as a relationship, but if we're like casually texting and I'm not really feeling the vibe, I just gradually just stop texting.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club, my man.
Wow.
My man. Denzel Washington, my man.
But if you would ask me,
Feels good, right?
if you would
fuck it.
ask
Like,
me
as you said it,
why I
like,
stopped texting
like, it
frequently,
just
then I
disappears.
would tell you, hey, this is I'm not feeling it and that and that. This is
But
what
you
it
gonna
is.
real deal tell everybody that.
I'm, huh?
You gonna tell everybody that. Because you react differently to different people based off how you feel with them.
Exactly, how much
interaction.
respect and how deep the
So you
connection
said
is.
so it's conditional. So based off of respect that you have for a person. So somebody who you haven't gotten to know that well, you gonna still have the same level of respect for somebody who you've known for years. They tell both
No.
of them that you gonna leave.
No.
No, you're not. You're gonna be like, hey,
Too much.
fuck you.
Yeah.
I feel like, because me, I can't text all day. I'm too busy
Mm-hmm.
for that. So if we text in this dry conversations, what you doing? oh, that's cool.
WYD.
Yeah,
Don't
what's
feel
the
bad.
concert?
With a
It's like, why would I
WYD?
continue texting? Like, where you want to link up at?
HYD.
All that.
It's okay.
That's where I
okay.
start
It's
ghosting because
okay.
it's like,
LOL.
what are we talking about? I'm busy all
Yeah.
day. I don't have time
No,
for small
I'm telling you
talk.
right there. I'm thoroughly on the. You gonna give me small talk because I don't want to be sitting here talking about something. Oh well, we only gonna talk when we have something to say. Fuck no, I don't want to sit there and look at you all day like that. I got shit to do.
Thank you. I'm not gonna.
Like, I
What you
want to sit there and
doing?
smell your breath. No,
Hey.
we gone.
Like, where's the I want to see you? Like, take me out to dinner. I don't want to be texting all
Yeah, but what if a
day.
motherfucker broke?
We could go to
There's
the beach and
what?
chill. There's free
There's
stuff
so
to
much
do.
free shit to
You know,
do.
y'all are nice. They real nice.
This is what they're saying.
What age range
Let me
y'all
come out
fall
here
in?
being broke with like
Alton.
a hole in my pocket. Well, I have a hole in my pocket. Huh?
Don't just come broke and stay broke.
But no, that
true.
too. But
Exactly. If
still,
they're with
though,
the right
no, on the
person,
come up though, like on the
growing.
come up, some dudes do be working to get up out of the hole, and
Yeah.
then some females be like, nah, this too much of a fucking struggle for me. They want everything ready made like it's easy bait.
Gotta
You
get
can't
that.
just-
Gotta get that
You can't
struggle
pop it
love.
up every 2 minutes and be like, ding. No, it ain't like that. You gotta
True.
put some muscle behind
We
it.
could go to like
Struggle
what?
love is the good love.
Well,
The beach is
You're
free.
eating crackers and remain noodles
Stop.
together.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of them, you know,
Yeah, the movies is $6. Like, you know, it's
not
cheap
even.
stuff.
You just going to hike. That's
Something
free.
free.
But you
like,
know what? That is very important because for me, that's how, like, when I shoot my shot at somebody, when I actually shoot my shot, that's kind of like how I gauge if they're actually interested in me. I'd be like, hey, you want to go hang out this weekend? I might suggest something like, I don't know, like maybe like the beach or something kind of just low key and smooth. And if they're like, hey, well, nah, then I'm like, all right, cool. I guess you're interested because
Yeah.
what I've picked up from people who are actually interested in me, my presence was all they wanted. They just
Yeah,
wanted
there
to
you
be
go.
around
Yeah.
me,
Thank you.
you know,
vibe.
hang out, doing something, talking, like they want to be around me.
Yeah, you'll feel the vibration.
Mm-hmm.
It's mutual.
Mutual, that's what I
When it's
mean.
connected.
But
Good. That's what I mean by good.
for the ones that's not really interested in somebody, they try to put you through all the whoops. Like this
Yep.
chick told me, you know,
You need
you're
to
not
be-
gonna ask me to go to dinner. I was like, yeah, at some point, but I mean, we didn't get to know each other yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
My favorite one would be like a person you talk to for every bit of probably like a week or two, and they be like my light bill.
Oh,
Like, nah, you playing too much.
I've
You
had
in the
those.
dark.
I've had those.
No, like low key though, like real anecdotal type thing.
Nah, that's
like, when
a-
I was like,
that's
when I was like 19 and I had
That's
just joined the
gold digger
military.
vibes.
Like
19?
I was talking to this girl that was a stripper. So like legit, like
Damn, don't
dead
you make
ass
money
legit
though?
though.
Oh, you date
Like,
strippers?
I don't give a.
I mean, I'm just curious. Some
No,
people
it was
like
your
no, they don't.
face.
I'm just,
I mean, I was like, I
I'm
don't
just
know.
curious.
It's
Huh?
art.
Yes.
That's
Exotic
what it is,
dancers.
Yeah, I appreciate the dance.
I ain't judging. I mean, I'm just
appreciate
curious
the
because I
dancing.
just see a lot of people be like, "No, I never talked to a stripper or ex-stripper or whatever the example."
I
Nothing
feel
wrong with
like
that.
you shouldn't. Everybody shouldn't be so high and mighty on the ladder because everybody got a backstory. Everybody got a place that they come from.
Exactly.
They going
Started
to
from the
is all
bottom,
in
now
who
we
you
here.
wanna be.
Boxers are strippers. We're
Yep.
strippers.
That's dead serious. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Be out there
The nurses, especially them
Uh-huh.
nurses,
Yeah,
is nasty.
nursing school is
Graveyard
expensive.
shit.
Expensive nurses will strip just because. Oh, what? Y'all nurses?
No.
No, okay. I know some nurses that
Don't
do some
judge.
nasty
Don't
things.
judge me.
My
But they
best
say
friend's a
nasty.
nurse.
My girl that lived here,
Mhm.
she would never know she was a stripper back. She,
Yep.
she was from here, born and raised, but she went away for college. She was a stripper in college. Left was in college. Came home, visited her parents.
Whole other type
Yeah.
of person, right?
Yeah.
But back to this
Shoot.
girl.
I want to learn how to pole dance. Shit.
That's an upper body.
Yeah.
Back that grip.
I'll say you got two type of ways you'll be good and great on that stage. One, you just a naturally good dancer. Don't come in there doing no pre-made moves or nothing like that with the little. Don't do that. Like be cute, be yourself.
Yeah.
That's the other one.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
just be you.
Personality.
If you know you can't dance, but you can twerk on the floor, guess what? That's what table dances are for. You ain't gotta hit the pole. You just be up there. You're like, okay, cool. You know what? You do a little flag, you jump down from the stage, or you know you hook your legs.
Fiending right now.
But either way,
What
Like,
about the girl that we
back to
talking
this
about?
girl,
When
yes,
you're 19.
yes.
When you're 19.
so
So,
I was legitly like, I mean, that one was kind of like, you know, when you're younger, you don't really be thinking because it was kind of like
Thinking
straight
with
from
you,
goal. Like
yeah.
most girls I've talked to, it's been like a straight from goal. Like my first interaction with you, it's like okay, cool, we get to talking, da 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 da, and then we go from there, and then it's kind of like a constant thing over and over like that. But with her, of course, I was in the military. I wasn't making that much money when I first got in the military, so I tested her to be like, okay, cool, to see what she was on. So
That's
she
where you
would always
fucked
be
up.
like, she was first off, she wanted me after I already worked all day to come up to the strip club and sit with her from like 10 at night until like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then go drop off and then come back home. I was sleeping like 2 hours a day. But when she was like she's hungry, like you're not gonna burn a hole in my pocket, so
Wait, this is a stripper?
stripper, yeah. You'd be surprised with strippers how many of them want they
Broke
person
strippers?
yeah, there are broke strippers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of broke
Really?
strippers.
Welcome to St.
Yeah, they
Croix.
be putting on the
How
front.
about all like the cash you see them online with
That's
and
a
you're like,
front, man.
That's a front.
That's not every strip
I got
club.
like 500
That's
kids.
the
Every
kids that
strip
you see
club
on TV.
always have 2 girls that bring in all the money, and then all the rest of the days, everybody's
Filter.
broke.
Yeah.
Really?
Filter.
Broke.
Yeah.
Like I just
I
seen
thought
girls.
strippers had money.
No.
Only the good
You gotta
ones.
be
You
that
gotta
girl.
be talented.
They gotta be doing extra stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they gotta be
Oh,
talented.
it's some strange
Oh,
change.
yeah,
this
yeah.
is dangerous shit.
Private parties,
They
yeah.
really will. 'Cause I know some girls that used to they do that. They dance and then they be like, I'm finna go to this other club and dance out in Vegas. And you already knew, like when you go to dance out in Vegas, that means you doing some private party type shit that ain't advisable for everybody to know. And then after a while, they just start recruiting people. It becomes like a whole little deal or something.
I'm still stuck on the broke stripper.
They broke.
Because I feel
Broke
like
as hell. That's why you don't never let them talk you down. Don't never let them talk down to you.
I feel like assuming being a stripper, not knocking nobody, is a last resort, right? And you could do it just for the fun of it. If that's your last resort, and you're still broke as a stripper, what do you turn to after that?
My boy really dogging on
Tell
y'all
me
right
that.
now.
No, I'm not. Like, I know some stripper people and stuff, but I mean, when I look at
You really
my
wanna
people
know
I
that
know
they
who's
wanna
stripping,
know the
I
scammer?
assume they got money. I'm like, yo, you
Nah,
probably
it's
make
like-
it big,
Don't
but
assume
if
anything
this
in
is the
life.
last thing you got,
No,
what do
it's
you do
actually
after
not.
that?
No, don't talk down to the stripper. Don't do that one right there.
I'm
Don't
not
do that.
talking
Oh.
down.
Don't
No,
do that.
I'm saying if you're a
Love them
stripper, right?
strippers.
I'm saying right. If you're, it's supposed to be one of those easy things to do. I assume, right?
What?
What is hard about getting
You
naked?
think this is hard?
Them
Imagine
level-
a whole bunch of people in here
There's
you
levels
dancing
to
for
it.
them.
No, I'm not-
Naked.
I get naked every day when I go take a shower. What the?
No, that ain't all it
Okay,
is
that's
to
you in
it.
the privacy of
And then
your
also
Right.
every place ain't gonna let you
Imagine
get
10 of
naked.
them people watching you and you just,
Yeah.
no man.
I mean, I'm not saying. I'm saying it in the sense of. Okay, yes, there's people watching. You have to get over like
Now you gonna make me lean on their side.
the nervousness, right? But I'm saying what makes it difficult.
What makes it difficult is that there's
It's
a
art.
yeah, there's a certain level of
the creativity.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to be
it's a
different than the
craft
rest
in
of
itself.
them.
Just
Yeah.
like you bodybuilding, you gotta learn your poses and you gotta learn your routine when you're on stage.
Also,
And
pole
you just-
dancing is not fucking easy.
It's
Pole
not.
dancing is
You
hard
gotta be in
as shit.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure even you
The
and all your
exercise-
muscles would have difficulty.
The
Right.
exercise part, okay,
Mhm.
I get that. I get that, right?
Mhm.
But it's you could pick up like exercising is just about consistency to learn. So I assume it's consistency to learn how to do stripping, dancing.
no,
but
it's-
then
it's learning how
what
to
makes
talk to
it
people.
difficult beyond that? Is it
Know
like
how
the
to talk to
flirting?
people. It's not even flirting. You don't call it flirting. It's engineering people.
Connection.
You never say no
Fantasy.
flirting. Anybody can flirt.
You're giving them a fantasy, not everybody.
Yeah, that's what you go to the strip
Yeah,
club for.
that's
You're
true.
not going.
You're selling it. You're
It's
selling
like
it
what
for
you
them.
said earlier with trying to go into business with another personal trainer. Now there's a bunch of women in an area and one trying to stand, each person trying to stand out. And the person that stands out is going to make the money, but the
Yep.
other people that are
Are
around
gonna
nobody
start-
cares to see
yeah,
that.
they're trying to
Everybody
climb the
wants that
ladder.
one person, because that one person gives them that fantasy.
You
That was
gotta
good.
go to
That
a
was
strip
good
club
breakdown.
with somebody
Yeah.
with some.
Why you know so much about anyways?
Don't.
Atlanta!
Yes.
So like,
But-
no, because I go, Atlanta, when you get your hair braided, a lot of
Naked men just
a
go-
lot of-
I'm about to say, what's
I'm not
the
gonna lie
theme
though,
for
like
that
strip
one?
clubs is
Gotta
like
be
one of the
uncomfortable.
safer places you can
But-
go.
yeah, because
as
why they
far as,
walking
like,
so
being,
aggressive?
Like, if you're just being a dude and you out by yourself, you have to be assertive when like, cause some places they want the women to come up to you and talk to you. Some they don't.
Uh-uh.
Some they good at whistling. But when you
No,
want to
sorry,
drink,
right?
when you just want to drink, and you be like, okay, cool.
I
I'm
had
coming in
a
for a
very
drink. Like,
bad
nah, I ain't
experience
running
at a
up.
strip club.
People
So
go there
since
for
then,
food.
Was it him?
huh?
Was it him?
I don't know if I should
I ain't
say
gonna lie.
the
Strip
place.
club here is the bottom of the barrel.
It was in the Virgin Islands. Not
That's the bottom of the
necessarily
barrel. You don't
Yeah.
And when they came up to me after that,
Yeah.
like, and it was like my
Yeah, you
my
can't
female
start here,
friends
bro.
that decided to go there. After I had that experience, I was like, I
Female
am never
first
in my
strip
life
Went
ever
back to one.
going to a strip club anywhere. I'm like, my wife is
it's
going to be
okay.
happy
Yeah.
because
We
no
gonna
way.
go, we gonna
Not
go.
after that bad experience. That
How?
no.
What, okay, you gotta tell us the story time because how bad was it?
That'd be horrible.
Ew. I laughed.
Okay, we gotta keep
I
this.
know it's
We gotta keep this between us.
We
Alright,
on
let's-
camera.
Okay, so are you
the red
can
dot, not on.
Just don't use no
don't
names.
say.
Jay, I know.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I have to
anonymous.
let your viewers know, hey, don't tell nobody. I tell y'all this, right?
You gotta do the shh.
Keep
Let
it
me
on
ask
the
you
low.
Wink, wink.
Is there multiple strip clubs in St. Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So
Yeah.
it was at St. Thomas.
Oh, you went to a whole.
Okay, so it was at St. Thomas.
You went to
Okay, so
I mean, what is holla?
it's on St. Thomas,
Narrow
right?
that fuck down to 4 places.
So it's on St. Thomas, and because of that one experience, I also don't talk to chicks from Jersey. So I can
I
get
ain't
to
gonna lie,
that.
you know, Jersey girls is aggressive.
They're aggressive as
they're
fuck.
aggressive,
Ah,
like,
man.
they
Not
like
all
super
of them
aggressive.
though. But
I don't talk to. I mean, I have family in Jersey. If they see this video, they're gonna cut my throat.
Really?
But I don't talk to chicks from Jersey because of that experience I had
Okay, all
in
right.
that
Tell
strip
us.
club.
Tell
Oh,
us
sorry.
about
So,
this bad boy.
so I went
Release
over.
the beast.
So I went over to St. Thomas, not to go to the strip club, just to hang out with my friends. I can't remember what was happening over there. I think we went to do some hike or something, and then we
That's
ate
wholesome.
dinner.
That's wholesome. How you go from a hike to a strip club? That's how
We
I was like, this is Jurassic
went-
Switch.
we
But I was
went-
like, I'm gonna let it
no.
slide because I want another story.
We went to dinner, right? And after dinner, I was like, I guess they was just trying to figure out what to do. I was like,
That's
oh,
still
well,
ain't helping
there's
your
a-
case.
Yeah, for real.
we get there, just like, hey, well, there's a strip club, you know, right over there. Like, you want to go? I was like, nah, I don't care to go strip club. And it's like, well, we should go and check it out. I was like, well, I guess it's no, I'm hanging with y'all.
And you already
Went to the
with
strip club.
energy not to go.
Right.
I went to the
Yeah.
strip club and I was just like sitting there. I only had like probably $2 or $3 in my pocket or something. I
That's all
wasn't
you
thinking.
need. You don't need no money to go to no strip club.
This is why they broke.
No, because I typically have cards. And then my friends them is always like
Yeah,
this.
ATM.
Like yeah, but there how I ended up in there with $3 is not because I was broke, it's because like, you know, the friends them that I hang with, like at least the ones that I went over with, they're like if we go in here, they're like quick to spend on you. So I'm like, damn, like let me pay. So I was like, hey, you know, I have to go to the ATM. No, we have you. They paid for me to go into the strip club. I ain't there. I only got like maybe $3 at most in my pocket. So I don't want nobody to come down to me because I don't want to have to go through the.
That's
Yeah, they're
insecurity.
embarrassing.
You know.
Yeah.
Like-
No, that's an insecurity right there. Cause that's what the same way them strippers, like I said, they engineer you. You gotta engineer them.
But I
Like the
don't.
girl I was talking about.
No,
like I ain't
no.
had no money on me when I was talking to her.
I didn't care to go to the strip club. Don't get me wrong. I've trained strippers before, and I
You
have
said train? Oh, okay.
train.
Okay, I was like, you gotta
Run a train, not run a train.
Okay, I was like, wait, what?
No, I've trained strippers.
No one caught me up.
No, I've, like you know, exercise. Like I've trained strippers
Okay.
and stuff. So I admire the athleticism that goes into stripping.
You're right.
That part, I really do admire it. Right? It's like a sport. But anywho, back to the club. I only had like $3 about that in my pocket. I didn't want nobody to dance with me. I mean, dance on me because I knew I had. I didn't want to go through the embarrassment of like somebody come and dance and they say you gotta pull out like the wands. So
No, you gotta pull that one out.
no.
That's what
So
you do.
I was sitting with
That's
my
what you
friends, right? And I was just like looking out into space, you know, hanging with them, and just like the strip club was dry. Nobody was climbing the pole. Everybody was twerking. I was like, I thought when I look at Instagram, people will be like climbing up the pole and doing all types of stuff.
Nah,
So
man.
I was like, I don't want none. So I was just there like looking. I just happened to like look over a little bit, and like it had like I think two strippers in a pair together. Like they made eye contact. So like
you
I
gotta
looked.
hustle.
I looked the other way, and then when I looked straight ahead, but from my peripheral, I saw them coming. So like shit. So like I pull like one of the tables.
Retreat.
I pull one of the tables close to me, so now I have a table between me and you can't come to me.
Did not pull a table close.
You can't come to me unless you get past the table, right?
No, you allow on that one right there. I had a girl snatch me up from a table, from a pole.
Well, I had the table there as like a protection barrier, like okay, like you can't come, you can't dance on
They made
me.
them want to come over to you.
I was like, I pull my shit.
They probably was
and
like,
I-
oh yeah, I won't have it.
No, I had the table like right there between my lap, and I just had my hand on it. So that my friends was like set up like that. It was two of them, was one here, and then strippers came and they looked at me, and I was like trying not to make eye contact, and then they asked my friend like, hey, you guys want to dance? And when they looked over there, I was like, me not making eye contact, and my friends would look over at me like, yeah, he wants to dance. I was like, no, I'm good. And then they pulled the table aside. I was like, oh gosh, I'm there. And the person is dancing at me, and I'm like waiting for them to like, finish whatever the case. So I'm like, damn, I got to front this last $3
enjoying it.
in my pocket. So like I took it out and I give it to the person, the stripper, one of them. And I was like thinking like, okay, like that's it, good, like as in like go, like this is it. And then they were asking if I want to do like, I don't know, like
A private dance.
a private dance.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I'm good. And my
All the
friends,
shit.
my friends
Hey,
was
you got
like,
hustle. You got
Yeah, he goes.
I know, I
No, you
didn't
gotta be
hustle.
coming ready to box when they come in a pair like that.
no.
You gotta.
I give my last $3. And then my friends was like,
That what you was gonna be
my
did to
friends-
them all sexy like when they were dancing
No.
on you and then you tell her something nice in her ear like, go ahead baby,
Nah,
go wait
man.
over there for me, I'm coming.
Nah.
And you know what you do? You go to the bathroom, we're in the bathroom like 20 minutes, then you walk outside, then you walk back in like you're a new person, then you sit down and you chill. Guess what? You be like, nah, he just disrespected me, I ain't going back over there.
my friends was like, yeah, he wants to dance. And I was like, nah, he good, like, me and the money, I don't want to dance. I'm like, oh, we'll pay for it. And I was like,
We'll pay for it?
Yeah,
Wow,
you
that's
got
the one I
the
never
free.
heard.
Right?
He was like, you should have took advantage.
No, when I, look,
No, my
when
friend-
I was in the military, I used to have the older dudes that work with me. When I be up at night in the strip club, like they used to do like a tap dance thing. They be like,
and
don't worry
everybody
about it.
just
They be like,
split.
here go my card. Sometimes it'd be like $400-$500 I didn't spend in the strip club. They be like, there you go. Go to work the next day. It's cool.
my friends
That's a nice boss
paid.
there.
So I was like, I ran out of excuse. I was like, yeah, I ain't got no money, I ain't this, I ain't that. And they was like, yeah, we pay for you. I was like, so I was like, you know what? Alright, cool. So they took me upstairs. While I was in there, he was like, where you from? You from here? I was like, I'm from, St. Croix. I was like, where y'all from? They was like, we from Jersey. I was like, y'all, I was like, just making small talk, like, y'all don't like climb the pole. And I was like, no, we don't really care to do that. And I was like, okay.
Should've knew something
So
was
they took
about
me
red
into
flag.
like, they took me into like,
A stripper that don't go on the pole.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, all right, whatever. They took me into like the room, right? And all this time I'm like, damn,
Both of them together.
both of them.
Like, were they naked as they went to the door? Did they push it down and get naked?
What?
Like, it gotta be something aggressive.
Let me-
You're not getting the hustle when you get the aggressiveness as you go in.
I wasn't hustle. Hustle is not even
Okay.
an issue. So they brought me to the room, where, find out they're from
Really wanna
Jersey.
hear the drop.
Jersey or whatever the
gotta
case
get a
is,
fist pump.
and they've been dancing the whole while. And there, I'm like, okay, I know I don't have no money, so I'm like, okay, I know my people gonna pay for it, but I'm just like, I don't care to be here, not knocking nobody. I don't care to be here, so I'm just waiting for like the time to up, I guess, like the sun, so I could leave.
you own it
So one of them was like, dear, and I was just like, cooling, and she took my hand and she put it on her breast or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, I feel up her breast, whatever the case is. And then they had like a next one standing. It was like a bench thing, and she like standing on the bench, like dancing like alone, whatever the case is. And then I was
I'm thinking my grandpa thought or something like that when they had a little strippers, they be doing their little.
she was like on her own. She was like on her own dancing on the
That's
side
wild.
while this one was there. So I'm like, okay, like
That's
I'm
like when
like,
you in a threesome when you don't know what to do.
so I'm thinking, okay, I've tried to like, okay, run the clock out. Like I'm okay, like okay, the song about to be finished.
Damn.
And then she like tapped her friend, like, like, yo, like, what you doing? Like, come over here, whatever the case is.
Was they white?
And she, no, there wasn't one.
They weren't? Okay.
Unfortunately.
I was like, okay,
So,
they getting real Caucasian activity.
I was sitting on the bench like this, and she like stepped over on the bench, and she like bent over into my face, and
I hate
this
shit.
fucking
The smell?
smell that
Yo,
came out.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
where the fuck is that coming from? Which hole? Which fucking hole? I was like, oh shit! Like I just paused in my
Okay, I'm
head.
friendly with you.
In my head,
Which
I was like,
holes?
oh
Stop, please.
shit!
I'm for real though,
That's
they do
all.
be having showers back there, and some girls be like they can hit the shower, you can even see water on them, and some people just be having some pH balance issues.
Yo, the man, I was there, and she had it in my. She was like, "You there?" She was over here.
Like,
I'm like,
toot it.
everything. I don't know what it was. I couldn't even tell. Like, yo, is this shit or is this vagina? Like stinky
It's a
vagina.
mix, man.
It was like I couldn't tell.
That's why she was over there on that baseball set.
I couldn't tell what it was. I was like, okay, so I know. Listen, in all fairness, I know people have like their bad days. Everything is gonna be perfect.
Bad days.
But I
That's
feel
the
like
bad holes,
I
bro.
feel like if this is the
I wouldn't
product
even
that
come
you're
to work
selling,
that day.
That
No.
day, man, how long
You ain't
Listen.
getting. That's all you get is the $3.
listen, I understand there's days, right? There's shit gonna happen, there's days. But I feel like in that environment, that's like me being a jewelry store and I have like rotten jewelry.
Rotten
I'm presenting
Oh,
you
yeah, like plated shit.
like
Yeah,
fake
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
So
fake.
when I like out of my head, I was like, I was thinking like,
Wait!
I was like, how is she
tarnish,
making?
not fake. 'Cause
Well,
I mean, she can clean up.
whatever you want to call
Come
it,
back
like,
to it,
how
nigga.
is
Yeah,
she?
tarnish is not
Yeah.
that.
How is she making money if this is your? This is what's going through my head. If this is your money maker, how are you making money if this is
What
what
she
you're
wasn't trying to take her money
presenting?
maker. Her friend was.
My mom
and her
just
friend
like had a
came
whole
over,
flash
it's
of
different.
this.
I was
It's
thinking,
like-
and it was bad. And here's the thing, right?
Damn.
Apparently, one of my other friends, so the song had finished. I was like, hey, thank you. I was like, yeah, my friends are gonna pay you. She's like, you know, one of your other friends said that they'll pay for another dancer, so you technically got two songs. And I was there like, ah! Like, scratch my pants.
You supposed to have took control, man.
And I was like, okay. And I sit there like holding my breath, like, like I breathe like every maybe 15 to 20 seconds. I was like,
You ain't sit her down.
huh?
You sit her down. You gotta be all nice like and
I
you
was
know.
just like,
You know he would do it.
You'd be like, you know what, mama, actually go back. I like you over there on the fucking bench.
Hey,
But I don't know, like stripper etiquette. Do I be like, hey, miss, your vagina or asshole?
Nah, that's
Or
wild.
asshole.
I don't know what
what you would do.
like, miss, there's a smell coming from, I don't know which hole it is, but it's
How
like,
does the other girl not say anything?
that's what I was like,
so many questions.
all of these stuff
It's
is
like
what's
when
going
you-
through my
you know the
head.
commercial they were like when you sent you know sent big.
Commercials for that situation.
Well, no, when they had when the Febreze commercials, and they be like, you can't smell the scent. You ever seen the one where the dude had a girl coming over and his mama had to go in the room and clean up, and the room would smell like ass and socks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. Like, I mean, if you
Yeah,
walking,
okay.
like, say you walking your dog every day, you ain't gonna notice that your dog stink like other people notice the dog stink.
But how is it that one stripper, her stuff is smelling good, and she even telling, I feel like that's a bad friend.
She
You gotta
was
let your
wrong.
friend know, like, yo,
Yeah, she
Nookie
wrong.
is
She wrong.
rotten or something.
And then the fact that she invited
Nah,
her
And
over
she brought
there.
her over me, and she was like,
damn.
set her up.
triangle in front of me, so
It's
like she
because
bent
you was a
over.
nice dude.
It's
You
just
was
like
nice.
I'm there, like like trying to dodge it, like trying to make sure none goes in my mouth. And shit. So ever since then, I was like, you know what?
If they close.
It was she had her ass in my face.
Yeah,
Like,
so what you do is you grab him by the hip, and then you maneuver him with the knee and sit him down right there.
oh, like that thing turned up the whole box. So since then,
Oh shit.
I was like, listen,
One leg
I
cocked
ain't go to no
is
more
up.
strip club, but I'm also not talking to no chick from Jersey. I was like, Jersey, I'm sorry, but y'all out. Like, y'all off the map.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Y'all need to
lie.
fix
Like,
that.
girls from
Y'all
down,
need to
like,
fix
you
that.
don't- You trying to be cautious, so you gotta hit them on a good day.
On a good day.
What does that even
No,
mean?
dead ass. I done had a girl hit me up in the floor, and she was like, I gotta go wash because my stuff kind of stink. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
video
wait,
chat.
what?
A video
It
chat?
was on video chat, and I was like, oh.
At least she was up front with you,
She
like,
was
you know.
her stuff was not cutting the cut.
But in a business where you're selling, when you're selling,
Selling fantasies.
You're
We gonna say
selling-
ass because you was finna say ass.
You're selling them not ass, you're selling front. So cat.
I
Does
ain't
your
gonna
cat?
say cat. No, okay, nobody going to the strip club for the cat.
Well,
for the whole thing.
You're presenting whatever you're presenting. That area is part of what you're presenting.
It's selling front.
Front. What would you call it? That's
You ever seen
good?
that video? Where it's selling front.
You selling cat, whatever. I feel like for that line of work, it's like me, right? I being a trainer. Not that I'm selling my body, but if I came around you and I was funky, like you would be like, "What the hell is up with this trainer, dude? Like, don't this nigga
Okay,
bleed?"
so in her like just to give you a little down, just like in her defense a little bit, she was wrong still, but in her defense,
Tell me.
every stripper has house dues. So they have
Huh?
it's just like when you cut hair.
You said house dues,
House dues. So
like pay
when you-
money.
Yeah, like when you cut hair at a barbershop,
Yeah.
you paying rent to the person that own the barbershop. The same thing with the strippers. You come in, you ask, can you dance now? It's not like some places do have like a long-term deal with the girls and stuff like that where they come in and dance. Those are girls that you can see featured on posters and videos and stuff like that. But most girls come in on like a kind of like think of it as like a what's the people that go out and pick in the field and stuff like that every year, and then they kind of like rotate to a different place.
A slave.
No, it's modern times for that. Y'all need Jesus.
You said picking the field. I'm sorry, maybe I'm still wheeling from
Okay,
back
so
then. I
in
don't-
this modern day and age, most of y'all fruits
Like a
and
harvester?
No.
Like, what are we
But it's
farmers?
a name for it, but most of y'all fruits and vegetables come from commercial farms with people who are usually illegal immigrants. They go down to a farm every year. They contract, they pick fruits and vegetables, and then they send them out to be processed, and that's where y'all get all your stuff from. Those are the people I'm talking about. But most girls in a strip club, they operate on that same principle to where when I say like they do bounce around from strip club to strip club. They have a good repertoire with usually like the owner, or they have like a house mom. Sharecropper. There we go. Yeah, to be politically correct. So they're like a sharecropper but with the cat. I mean, that man already said that was cat. The cat. You don't even say meow meow. But anyways,
Stop.
they gotta pay their house dues, and if they don't pay their house dues, then sometimes they get banned, or like if they do get like some of them dudes, you see the security dudes picking up the money sometimes. They don't get the money all the time directly to that girl. Sometimes the money goes and it's counted by the manager or somebody in the back, and then they take a cut out of that money. So that's where you do get broke strippers from. Is because
That's a pimp. Yeah,
everything's a pimp. Everybody's getting a pimp
How
in America.
does it translate to like stanky?
The stinkiness because you was a nice dude, for one. Two, her friend was with her because her friend knew she had that issue. You was getting hustled. Also, on top of that, they had to pay their house dues. So what better person to go to and get your house due money from than a nice dude? Her friend was just there for moral support. The money was for her friend. It wasn't for her friend. Because if you notice her friend was aggressive, you notice she was more distant to you. So her friend was helping her hustle up the money. Because girls would do that all the time. They'll come up with group routines and stuff like that to pull in more money and they split the money and stuff like
You
that.
can't get more than $3 out of me.
$3.
But they ain't know that at the
might
time.
make your limit. Like you might have had enough dances and stuff like that. Because you got some dudes that's into certain stuff. They won't care. Or some dudes that just like they backed out pissing on themselves. But guess what? They got money.
Sir.
You said pee.
Pissing on
He
the scene.
said it's
I
a
done
golden
seen some
shower.
stuff. I just seen a dude throw up on a girl. And guess what she did? She was like, nah, it's cool. Wiped herself off. Wiped him off. You know what she did? Walked him to the bathroom. Let him get cleaned up. Walked him to the ATM. He gave her some money. He went on his way. She went on her way. It's human engineering.
Maybe I didn't go to enough strip clubs.
You ain't been to enough. That's
I've
why
been to the one.
But then
How
you do
can you
like-
say enough?
He been
I
to
think I went to
enough.
like
that's why I said strip clubs for a
maybe.
dude, a single man. Sometimes the strip club is the safest place you can possibly be. Because guess what? There's always security in there to stop you from getting your ass beat superiorly. Now, sometimes they might let you get your ass beat down to the floor, and then they'll come intervene. Sometimes the girls will hop up and they'll fight for you. Sometimes, like, I had a night where, like, if I say you don't need no money, like, you just go in, you talk to the girls. Some of them are very intelligent. You talk to them, you have a conversation, you get to know them.
I mean, they all doctors.
Yeah, I knew a lot of girls that was nurse. That was a nasty nurse. But
Nasty nurse.
nasty nurse. But they're serious though. You talk to them, you know, you build up your repertoire and stuff like that. You gotta go in a strip club with no money. You just walk in and be like, hey, that's the nigga right there. They gonna get the fuck up from this dude, get the fuck up from that dude. Next thing you know, you on the couch, you looking like a pimp. You got like 9 girls over there. You ain't paid nothing. Guess what? Everything on them. Now you might come in a little bit later and be like, okay, cool, that's my friend. I'm gonna throw some money at you to just be cool and shit like that. But you know, you get to know people. And you cover all your issues, including the hygiene issue, because next time, guess what? She ain't gonna come to me like that. She's like, you know what I gotta do? I gotta impress. My bad, I slipped tongue. I gotta impress this man right here. So guess what she gonna do? Hair did, everything.
You got $3.
Man, it don't matter. I was a stripper in the club, paid her for one dance, literally. Lady stuck to me the whole night. I say lady because she was way older than me. Whole night stuck to me. I was like, okay, cool. I was sitting out with my friends though. Like she would like come down the street. She was like, I gotta put my kids to school, but she was like, you can stay with me. And I was like, nah, like the fuck kind of weird shit that is. I was like, oh yeah, get your kids ready for school. Like, yo, this dude I met at the strip club last night. Like, no, like,
No.
you gotta, it's a good mix. You just gotta know how to operate. And then also females love the strip club for the simple fact, like she said, it's a performance thing. Mm-hmm. You can go in there and get a good performance out of it. Sometimes the music be lit, especially when you got a good DJ up and down.
They say they got the best wings too at certain.
Yeah, certain strip clubs got food. Like you get a whole lobster meal,
food too,
everything. Spread out. You get a what it was we went there? It's a strip club we went to in Miami. You can literally sit right there. They give you a back rub, and it wasn't from a stripper. It was from one of the girls that's back there behind the bar. They give you a nice little back rub and stuff like that. You want a foot rub? You get a foot rub. Like you just sit back there, you just chilling. You go in there, you let them know, okay, cool. I'm here. They gonna give you a menu the same way you go to any other restaurant. You order your food, you order your drinks. They come back to you. They wait on you. They ask you stuff. Like it's not always. That's why I say like
that's A class.
That's it. Top tier.
So you know what's going on by the outside of that strip club. But when you walk in, if you walk in and smell like mildew, that means that they ain't taking care of their property. Cause clean that carpet. Some people don't clean the carpet.
Nah,
now,
it's
if a stripper
true.
walk
That
around and smell like mildew in there, barefoot,
on there.
get up and leave unless you on some other shit. I mean, sometimes you just gotta get shit faced drunk and go in there and have fun.
I'm learning a lot.
No, for real.
It's like an ecosystem.
It is.
It's a whole ecosystem.
Surely it is.
Like, that's what I say. It's always a safe place. If you ever move into somewhere and you a dude and you don't know nobody in a new city, go to the strip club, talk the girls up. You know, pay for a dance or two. Go to the bartenders, talk to the bartenders. Bartender's gonna be your best friends up and down. You ain't never gonna get thrown at the strip club. You always gonna get taken care of. You always gonna get water. You always gonna get the best drinks. If you shit face pass the fuck out, guess what they gonna do? Hey, security, take the dude over there, put you on a nice little fucking goddamn little section by yourself that they probably have closed off. Put you on a bench, put you to sleep, let you sit there and chill till the lights come on. At 6 a.m. you waking up, they be like, hey, you want a drink? You next time you wake up, you know, you ain't went out with the stanky cat stripper, but they sent somebody in that night. She's like, yo, go check on bro. You go in there, you wake up, titties in your face, you all nice, you know, you get a phone number or two, you go home. And you come back and you like a week or
my boy really lived a whole life in the strip club. It's a real ecosystem.
Shippers are nice.
So we learned about shippers. What was it? Ghosting, love, all type of stuff.
Deep.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tune in for more. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And, you know, thank you guys for coming. Thank you for the interesting topics. I learned a lot about the strip club. Yeah, a lot.
The ecosystem.
Yeah, yeah.
The ecosystem.
And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace. Bye.